Hello, thank you very much for tuning in to this section of reads. This should be on YouTube channel James 13 Wicca in case you're seeing it somewhere else. The stuff like the cards and the dice, those details will be below, somewhere below. Besides that, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Hello, Aquarius. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Aquarius? You got the Ace of Swords working to your benefit before we get too deep into this, because it's starting off a little rough. Oh my goodness. But you got the Ace of Swords, which you can do a lot with that. Oh my goodness. This is a lot. Okay, then your card. Why? Okay, the whole deck. Are we putting up the whole deck? Like every card? Alright, that card wants to be there. Ace of Swords. Okay. Somebody's messing with you. Okay. Somebody's messing with you. It's starting right out with this card. And it's starting off with the 10 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. If this reading is hitting, it's more than likely you're already in this moment where things are not going well. The situation you haven't liked it for a while. Four of Cups. It's taking a dip. It's kind of like it wasn't that great and now it's taking a dip. Is the best way I can describe it. It's kind of like I've been wearing boots walking in sewage and now it's kind of like, oh crap, I just went deeper. That's kind of how this feels. This is either happening or it's not. This is supposed to bring you to a better place, so this should be an empowering read. If this is hitting, it's about bringing that energy up, and it's about how can this go more where you need it to go, because whatever this situation is, it's kind of like no, it's been enough of whatever this is. The thing is, whatever's going on here with this dip, you don't like it, but I'm also getting like it's also backlashing on some other people. So if people are trying to cause problems for you, they did add a little bit of fuel to this fire, but they also got the backlash from that too, which could be part of what works in your favor. Can we get like a little bit more about this? I mean, it is what it is at this point. They kind of got themselves stuck in a little pickle there, didn't they? Whatever's going on here, they got themselves stuck in a little pickle. And this is meant, the energy is, I'm getting it's going to rise. It's just kind of like catching into it and like really making the most of it. Because it's kind of like instead of going back to what it was, it should get better than that anyway, even if you don't do anything. But it's kind of like, how do we kind of like reform this situation? What do we need to do? What do you need to do to make your situation better for you? The situation, I don't know. I don't want to like beat this to death, but I feel like I am. They're given the 10 of Swords. I mentioned it before, but they're like saying, you're not meant to stay here. This isn't meant to be your life here going forward. So they're trying to like stay with us, work with us so we can get you where you should be, up where you should be. We're trying to pull you up here. The situation is what it is. Free will is a real thing. Whatever happened here, other people are doing what they're doing. And it's a moment. It's quite the moment, but you are Aquarius and you have the Ace of Swords here. That means that like there's a lot of knowledge and information. You just got to be engaged with it and get it where it needs to go for your life. Whatever, there's something going on around this situation where people are just being weird. There's lack of movement, and then there's these two cards are not making, this isn't good. This is a lot of movement going nowhere. The two of these together are a lot of movement going nowhere. This is the moment where if you're holding your energy back, they're saying stop holding your energy back. Be you, be full on who you are, because the situation is what it is anyway. You might as well breathe freely and just let your, as they say, let your freak flag fly. I don't have to tell you, go where you got to go with that, because it's kind of like, listen, it's already a situation anyway. Why hold back? All right, I want to get to the better part, but did I miss anything that I'm supposed to tell Aquarius about this current part? Because I don't want to rush something and leave something out. There's better energy coming, but the world is coming. It's slow. It doesn't want to change. Eight of Cups reversed is like there's a resistance to the change, a lot of resistance to it. But the World card is like a whole new phase. Like, this is a big change. This is like when you move from one location 500 miles away to a whole new living situation or further. This is like moving your house from like a place, like moving out of a house that's in a winter location and moving into a place that doesn't get winter anymore. That's a totally different thing is supposed to be coming here. Like, they're saying, whatever this is just a moment in time. We got to move forward from this. This is not what your life's going to be from here on out. And you don't like it. They're saying, we know, work with us. We're trying to move forward. That's all they're saying. You are a very important part of this puzzle. You have gifts, intellect. There's a lot of, you're very important, more important maybe than you realize. Not only help yourself, but by helping yourself, you help others. This is a good thing. Connect with other people, connect with the situation. You can do a lot here. Connect with this situation on your terms. So some of you, I feel like, are easy to talk with people face to face. Other people do it at a distance, maybe through writing, whatever it is. Communicate in the way that you need to communicate. This is where it starts going better. Getting involved in the way that you need to get involved, the way that works for you. There's a lot of energy with it. Kind of like, I feel like one of the reasons maybe you're holding back is because you are very aggravated and you're kind of like, yeah, when I'm not in the good mood, they're not going to like me. Well, maybe they don't need to. It's more about fixing the situation. Why are you considering this? Part of you are going to want to just stay right out of it and kind of like, I'll just see how it plays out and I'll just stay out of it. This doesn't work to your benefit. Things will improve, but they don't improve nearly as well if you are not participating, involved in it. I'm getting, the reason I got on the dice was the Two of Cups and the Temperance card reversed, which is telling me if I just don't do anything and I just stay out of it, people like me better. And maybe I'll have better opportunities come my way. I don't feel that actually holding water in this situation. You have a gift for figuring things out. You're very smart. Aquarians tend to be very smart. We need you to use that if you can. Another opportunity, another possibility, however you want to look at it. Ace of Pentacles with the make a decision. Ace of Pentacles, which probably a lot of you already know, is a small start. It's like planting the elm tree, in my opinion. I like that analogy. Because you plant it, you tend to it, you make sure it has enough water, and then, it gets the nutrients it needs, but it starts slow coming up through the dirt, and then, it takes a few years to really get big. And it's like, it takes a while to really show its value. But you keep looking at it, you enjoy it, it has some leaves to start with, you go through the whole process. You don't have to, jump in the deep end and, start doing the backstroke and all these other wonderful tricks. You don't have to do all that. You just got to get involved. You just got to show up and get involved. That's all it takes. Just showing up to the meeting, showing up to the situation. And you know what that is for you, but it's like just being there to start with and start gathering the information. You're going to gather the information you need, but making the decision to do so is what's going to bring in that value. Because I get, for a lot of you, you're just like, I just don't want to be a part of this. I respect that. Totally respect that. They're just saying you're not going to get to the place you need to be if that's how you handle it. And you're not going to be as valuable to the world as you're meant to be. Take it with a grain of salt. If you don't want to, then you don't want to. It's your business. It's totally your business. But I don't know why they keep pounding it in unless I'm missing something or if I'm not saying it right. You have a way of doing things. You are a gift to the world. Like, there's many people out there who are just, the fact that you're here is a beautiful thing. You participating, that's all it takes to bring that gift into the world. You don't have to do backflips and like all these, oh my God, look, they took that plane and did a loop-de-loop. You don't have to do that. You just showing up and being there, that's literally what it is. No, I'm not going to say that once you show up, it's all sunshine roses, because it's not. It's not. You will get inspired, and part of the reason some of you don't want to be involved is this very reason. People will push your buttons, and you're going to get aggravated with them, and you're going to say what you need to say. It's the gift of you. It really is. You say things the way you say things. Sometimes people don't like that. Maybe, I'm not saying you're looking to create discord, but sometimes you need a little discord for people to figure out what's wrong here. Sometimes you got to say something that kind of lights a fire. I don't know. I'm not saying you have to be cruel to people, just to be fair. But sometimes you got to say things a little bit awkward just to make people go, what? What did you just say? Sometimes you need that a little bit, you know? It's got to be shaken up a little bit. It's a little stressful, but there's success at the end of the rainbow here. That's this, the Ten of Wands. There's stress, but there's success. And I feel like one of the reasons, again, you don't want to be a part of it, if this is triggering, if this is hitting, is kind of like, yeah, because I'm going to say something sooner or later. They're not going to like it. They're not meant to. Also, ironically, when you say something that not everybody likes, that does free people up. And it kind of like triggers other people to stand up and do what they're supposed to be doing. Because you put things out there, you jar people, and then it kind of snaps them into focus. Like, wait, what am I doing here? Why am I just, it's almost like they're nodding and they're like, yeah. And then you say something off the wall and they're like, what? They're like, actually, no to all this. Actually, this whole thing here is wrong. This is how it should be. It's like you trigger people, you start the car, and then they start driving like they're supposed to be. You're meant to shake them up. Shake them up. This card I've been avoiding, but it's here and it's part of the story. There's going to be a moment here where things go back to discord, but not like it currently is. The devil shows up, and the devil wants the devil wants their payment, whatever that means. They're saying they're giving you the energy of like, step into your spotlight. You know what to do here. You're not the one that owes the devil. You're not the one indebted to the devil. You're not the one that ticked off the devil, whatever that means. But you can make sure payment happens and that things straighten out. Things even out. I should have said evened out. Things balance out. We could do that too. I don't think of Aquarius as being afraid of the devil. I just don't. I don't know why. I had a grandmother who was an Aquarius. Just she was extremely smart, and I just didn't see her. She didn't strike me as somebody who was fearful of stuff like that. I don't know what to say. She was very smart. Nobody in the family at least questioned it. She was always looked at as the smart one. Always. I don't see you being afraid of the devil anyway. Maybe that's part of this. Maybe that's part of why you need to be there, or it's better if you're there. It's better if you're there. Because I don't feel the devil pushing you around. I don't feel you putting up with it. I just don't feel it happening. Especially when you don't owe the devil anything. So, they're giving a step into the spotlight. You make a big difference. This at the other side. Your card shows up, which we love. Can we get a little bit more dimension on this one with the dice? You're going to be looking to solve some mysteries. There's certain things here that have happened that people are going to want to walk away from. And you're not going to really want to. You're going to want to be like, I feel like your energy is going to look at this like, no, I want to know why you did that. I want to know why that happened. I want to know why we had to go through this to begin with. And you might be a little bit aggravated with it because they're saying, is it say call back your power? Get back your power. Get back your power. You have the ability to solve the mysteries. That Emperor card, that's one of those energies. Sometimes it talks about Aries. You don't have to be dealing with an Aries. It doesn't have, but the energy there is, it can be very brutal with the truth, though. Very brutal with the truth. And it may be one of those things where not only can you find the truth, but maybe it's time to pull it forward and be like, all right, let's look at this for what it actually is. Let's call it out for what it truly is. Get your power back. Bring this into focus the way it should be. You will end up in a group of people who feel like you're solving things. Not everybody likes the way you do things, but not everybody needs to. As long as they see your value and they respect it to that level, I feel like some people are just not going to be your flavor. They're just not. But you finding the answers, I feel like people are going to be like, yeah, we needed that. We needed that. And they're going to respect it to a point. You know, take it with a grain of salt. You know how people are. I feel like you've been down that road before. I could hear somebody in the background going, yeah, I've been down that road. You know what that's about. Are we good? Good. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.